Today will be a day full of surprises in your life, because a great piece of good news is being brought near to your home. And I want you to stop and listen with full attention. Do not rush past it as though this were only an ordinary reminder among the hurried sounds of life. Do not continue walking in indifference, because there are moments that appear simple on the outside, yet carry within them the weight of a turning point. I am speaking to you not to confuse you, but to awaken within you the expectation that has grown weary after too many days of waiting. What is moving toward you is not a meaningless coincidence, nor is it a small joy that appears for a moment and then disappears. This is a movement of mercy, the beginning of something new. The day when things that once stood still begin to be stirred by my hand. If you are reading these words, understand that I have chosen to touch you in this very moment, not yesterday, not at some distant time, but now, when your heart needs to be reminded that your waiting has not been in vain. Your breakthrough has already been set in motion. Even though your eyes may not yet see its full shape, there are things I have quietly prepared behind doors you cannot see through. There is help being arranged. There are people being prompted. There are opportunities being guided to the right path. There are answers drawing near to your home in a gentle yet certain way. You may think everything still looks the same, but I tell you that beneath that silence, a new current has already begun. This is not merely a good day in the ordinary sense. This may be the day you begin to realize that the months when you cried in silence, the times you prayed quietly, and the pain you buried deeply because you feared no one would understand have all been seen by me. You have waited long enough in uncertainty. You have stood before closed doors and wondered whether you were knocking in the wrong place. You have tried to hold on to faith even when circumstances had not changed. Tried to smile though your heart was weary. We tried to keep walking, though you did not know when the path would open. I have seen that perseverance. I have heard even the words you did not speak aloud. And today, I want you to know that what you thought had been delayed forever is beginning to move. The good news coming to your home may not appear in the form you imagined. It may come through a phone call that makes your heart lighter, a message that opens new hope, an unexpected meeting, a door of work, financial help, a confirmation, a relationship being healed, or a small change that leads to many greater things behind it. I often perform wonders through very humble means, so that you learn to recognize me not only in dazzling things, but also in ordinary details. Therefore, keep your heart alert. Do not call everything random when peace begins to return. Do not take small signs lightly when they are connecting one after another to lead you toward a greater revealing. When I say that today will be a surprising day, I am not only speaking about a brief happy feeling, I am speaking about my intervention in your reality, in the places that have been locked for far too long, in the paths you thought could no longer be opened, and in the burdens you have carried for so long that you grew used to their weight. Closed doors may begin to open. Delays may begin to give way to movement. Things you thought had been held back may be released at the right time. The sorrow that once sat silently in the hidden corner of your heart, I am reaching out and lifting it from you piece by piece. The mountain you have stared at for so long that you thought it would always remain there. I can move it in a way that lets you know human strength is not the final voice. You have been in the waiting room of your life for too long. but I have never forgotten your name. You may think you have been left behind in a long line of unanswered prayers, but I still know exactly where you are. I know what you need. I know the pressures in your home. I know the things that make you lose sleep, the numbers that make you anxious, and the responsibilities that make you keep trying even when you are tired. I also know the pure desires you carry in your heart, the things you hope for, not only for yourself, but for those you love. I have not ignored them. There are answers that need to be prepared carefully, because if they come too soon, you may not be able to receive them with steadiness. But now, I am calling your name out of the old waiting place so that you may move closer to a new opening. Do not let weariness cause you to miss what is coming. There are people who have waited so long that when the light begins to appear, they become afraid to believe the dawn has truly arrived. You, too, you have told yourself not to hope too much so that you would not hurt more. I understand that. I do not blame you for the old wounds that made you cautious, but I do not want the past to teach you to close the door before a new blessing. Not every season is the same. Not every promise ends in disappointment. Not every door that opens slightly will close again in front of you. This time, allow your heart to become a little softer. Allow faith to breathe again. Allow expectation to rise from the place where it was once buried. What I am doing will not only change the circumstances outside you, but also touch the way you see yourself and your future. When the good news comes, you will understand that you are not defined by days of lack, moments of rejection, seasons of delay, or tears that fell in silence. You will understand that I am still writing your story with kindness. What seemed broken can become the foundation for restoration. Roads that seemed meaningless can suddenly be illuminated with deeper purpose. The days when you thought you were merely enduring were actually shaping within you perseverance, humility, and a heart that knows how to treasure goodness when it comes. So, remain in peace and alertness. Listen for the small movements of this day. Receive what I open with gratitude, not with haste. Step into opportunity with wisdom, not with impulsiveness. Preserve the good news with a pure heart, not allowing pride or doubt to blur its meaning. I do not only want to give you a moment of joy, I want to bring you into a season of being upheld, restored, and reminded that you are always within my care. Today may begin like an ordinary day, but under my hand, even an ordinary day can become the place where a miracle knocks at the door. Open your heart, my beloved child, because good news is drawing near, and when it touches your home, you will know that I heard, I saw, and I prepared this for you long ago. You have been asking me for signs, clarity, and direction, and this word is the answer I am placing before you in a way you did not expect. My beloved child, I know you have prayed in silence, many times, looking upward with a weary heart and asking where you should go, what you should release, what you should keep, and what you should believe in when everything around you begins to feel confusing. You hoped I would answer with gentle comfort, with a door opening easily, with a feeling of certainty that would not require you to change too much. But I want you to understand that not all of my answers come in a form that immediately makes you comfortable. There are times when my mercy comes as consolation, but there are also times when that mercy comes as a strong warning. because comfort does not always protect you from what is quietly drawing near. I am not speaking to frighten you. I am speaking to awaken you from the rhythm of life that has made you accustomed to ignoring small signs. There are days when you walk as if everything is fine. Yet within your heart, there is a heaviness you cannot name. There are plans you have arranged, places you have grown familiar with, and connections you have kept because they once gave you a sense of stability. But I see farther than what you are seeing. There are things that once served shelter for you, but they are no longer a safe place for the new season. There are habits that once helped you get through an old stage, but now they may keep you from what I am preparing. There are paths that once seemed reasonable, but if you continue walking into them without listening, you may trade your peace for a familiarity that no longer belongs to you. I do not take anything from you carelessly. When I interrupt the rhythm of your life, when I cause a plan to shake, when I draw you out of the place where you once thought you would remain for a long time, it is not because I want you to suffer loss. I am preserving something precious within you, something that must not be harmed by rushed choices, unhealthy environments, voices that blur the truth, or delays that leave you standing too long in a place I have called you to leave. You may call it disruption, but in my eyes, it is protection. You may feel as though you are being pulled from your comfort zone, but in truth, I am placing you in a more sheltered place, where your purpose will not be suffocated by things whose time has expired. There is something about tomorrow that you need to understand. Timing is extremely important. What is coming requires not only faith from you, but also obedience in the present moment. If you move with me, you will walk through what is about to open with peace and clarity. You may not yet know the whole path, but you will have enough light for the next step. You may not understand why certain things must change, but you will feel steadiness when you are moving in the right direction. But if you delay too long, if you continue clinging to what I have told you to lay down, if you keep waiting for another sign while I have already placed the reminder right before you, confusion will begin to surround you. Not because I want you to be confused, but because delay pulls you away from the place where my voice is heard most clearly. I am not leaving you to manage on your own. I am guiding each of your steps, even the ones you think are small and insignificant. I have seen your struggles, your silent prayers, and the moments when you felt invisible in the crowd, as though no one recognized what you carried in your heart. But I recognized it. I saw you when you smiled while your heart was heavy. I heard you when all you could offer was a sigh instead of a prayer. I stood near you in the moments when you thought you had been abandoned. And this is part of how I answer you, not only with comfort that soothes the pain, but with protection, direction, and sometimes with a call strong enough to pull you away from a place that could harm you. You are the child I have called by purpose. And because you are called, I will not allow you to walk into something that could destroy what I am building within you without warning you. I will call you out. Even if it feels sudden, I will make you stop. Even while you are trying to continue as if nothing has happened, I will close certain doors, even when you once thought they were the only way forward. Your path is too important to be entrusted to chance. You are not drifting without direction. You are not merely moving through the days at random. You are being carefully repositioned, turned toward the right direction, and prepared for a season that cannot carry everything from the old season with it. When I tell you to pack your bags, I am not speaking only of the things you hold in your hands. I am speaking of your mindset, the attachments in your heart, the fears you have grown used to carrying as though they were part of you, the memories you keep returning to, even though they no longer bring life, and the things you have held on to for too long, even though they were not meant to continue with you. There are environments that cannot follow you into the new season, because they only feed the old version of you. There are habits that must be laid down, because they have become cords holding you in a narrow place. There are relationships that must be reconsidered, not because you lack love, but because not everyone is permitted to enter the place where I am taking you. Do not call every departure a loss. There are things that leave you because their appointed time has ended. There are doors that close because there is no longer life for you inside them. There are people who cannot continue walking with you because they only understand you in the old season and do not have enough heart to honor what I am doing in the new one. There are places that once felt familiar, but familiarity is not always a sign of rightness. I am clearing space for what is connected to your future, not to punish you for the past, but so that the past will no longer crowd the place where new blessing needs to be set down. Release without fear. My beloved child, what I take from your hands is never something you need to hold in order to live fully in your purpose. What I ask you to lay down will not be greater than what I am preparing to replace it with. I am not leaving you empty. I am creating room to fill you with something better. I am not pulling you out of the old place so that you can wander. I am bringing you out so that I can lead you to a place more aligned with your growth. Peace and calling. Trust that my hand knows what it is doing. Trust that this disruption is not a sign of failure, but the beginning of transition. Trust that if you follow me, you will not be abandoned halfway. So gather your heart, prepare your mind. Let the things that no longer belong to you leave without needing you to hold on to them in tears. Let your obedience become the bridge that carries you from confusion into clarity. Listen when I call. Step when I lead. Stop when I remind you. And release when I place my hand upon what has reached its end. Tomorrow does not need to frighten you if today you are close to me. Change does not need to make you panic if you know that I have gone before you. You are not losing direction, you are being repositioned. You are not being stripped away, you are being protected. You are not being left behind. You are being led into a place wider, brighter, and more aligned with what I have always prepared for you. There is no mistake in my timing, nor is any delay in my hand meaningless. My beloved child, I want you to understand that I do not delay because I am indifferent. I do not hold back what you asked for because I want you to suffer. And I do not let you wait merely to test your endurance. I wait to make what I promised complete, so that when the blessing comes, it will not only touch a moment, but also take root in your life in a lasting way. I know you have longed for it since last year. I know you once thought that door should have opened many months ago. I also know the times you looked up in silence and wondered why things had not yet moved, why others seemed to receive answers faster, and why the thing you desired seemed so close and then distant again. But I have not forgotten you. I am simply choosing the right time. Now is the time I have appointed to bless you. because now you have been prepared to receive what you may not have been steady enough to hold before. There are blessings that, if they came too early, would overwhelm you. There are doors that, if they opened before their time, would cause you to enter with a mind still troubled, a heart still afraid, and hands still clinging to old things. There are things you asked for earnestly, but I knew you needed to become deeper, wiser, and more peaceful before receiving them. I do not only want you to obtain what you desire, I want you to be able to preserve it in purity, manage it with maturity, and not let it pull you away from me. Therefore, your waiting was not forgetfulness, it was loving alignment. What I am giving you is not temporary success, nor is it a fleeting joy that comes and fades like morning mist. I am bringing you near to a blessing with the weight of legacy, a movement that does not only affect today, but leaves an echo for the days to come. I am building in your life a flow where miracle follows miracle, where things that seem separate will be connected again, and where seasons of loss will be answered with restoration greater than what you once imagined. What I am preparing will not only fill your hands, it will widen your vision, strengthen your faith, and make you understand that I can turn years of waiting into the foundation for a season of lasting fruit. I am not only giving you money, I am giving you peace. I am not only blessing your hands so that you can do more, I am also healing your mind from the exhaustion, doubt, and pressure that have weighed heavily on you for too long. I am not only opening financial doors, I am also touching relationships that need to be restored, things that were once broken and need to be mended, and places that were once dry and need to be brought back to life by a new breath. You once thought certain things in your life had ended, that there was no more hope for certain doors, certain conversation, certain dreams, and certain parts of yourself. But I am the one who can call life back to the place where you thought only ashes remained. I can make what had gone silent speak again, make what had grown cold burn again, and lift up in the glory of mercy what you once buried in disappointment. Therefore, expect healing, expect good news, expect surprises that do not come to confuse you, but to remind you that I am still the one who knows how to bring joy into the places where you had only become used to anxiety. Do not limit me by what you have seen in the past. Do not measure what I am about to do by the doors that once closed. Do not let the months of delay make you think your future will also be delayed forever. I am the one who blesses in ways you cannot fully calculate. I can use a meeting, a reminder, an opportunity, or a small redirection to open something great. I can place your name in the right place, at the right time, before the right person, and cause things you could not arrange for yourself to begin moving on your behalf. I know darkness has tried to distract you. It has whispered into your heart that this is just another empty promise, that you have hoped before and been disappointed, and that you should not believe again because believing again will only hurt you more. It has tried to make you weary from waiting, tried to make you doubt my call, tried to pull you back into distraction so that you would no longer be quiet enough to recognize what is being revealed. But you know my voice in the secret place within you. You know when a word does not only touch your ears, but also awakens your heart. You know when what you hear carries life, seriousness, and tenderness all at once. That is because I, your Heavenly Father, I'm speaking to you right now not to frighten you, but to awaken you into recognition at the right time. There is a shift taking place, and I do not want you to miss it. This is why I need you to focus. Do not let your heart drift after small things while something great is being arranged. Do not let doubt blur your sensitivity. Do not let outside voices drown out the peace I am placing within you. Stay close to me in prayer. Keep yourself in the right position through humility, obedience, and a faith that does not need to understand every detail before it is willing to follow. When you are in the right position, you will recognize which door is meant for you, which meeting carries meaning, which invitation needs attention, and which prompting is me leading the way. Your name is being mentioned in rooms you have never entered. Things connected to you are moving in places where you have never been present. Your profile, your work, your ideas, your ability, and what I have planted within you are being placed before the attention of people who can open new paths. You may not yet see anyone speaking about you, may not know who is thinking about an opportunity for you, and may not have heard any news confirming it. But I am working behind the things you cannot yet see. Someone with influence is being prompted to notice what you carry. Connections are being aligned. Doors are being prepared to open at the right time. Not because you forced your way in, but because I have placed favor on your path. Heaven is sending instructions to those appointed to become sources of blessing for you. They may not yet know why your name comes to their mind. They may not understand why an idea connected to you keeps returning to their thoughts. They may think it is an ordinary decision, but I know it is part of my arrangement. This blessing will not pass you by unless you step out of the place where I am telling you to stand. Therefore, do not move far away. Do not leave your position because you are tired. Do not doubt at the very moment what you have been waiting for is drawing near. Do not let a temporary fear make you turn away from a season I have prepared through many days and months. Keep your heart steady. My beloved child, receive what I am doing with gratitude. Not pride, with faith. Not panic, with alertness. Not distraction. I do not only want you to receive the blessing, I want you to become someone who knows how to carry that blessing with wisdom. I do not only want your life to be lifted, I want your heart to be healed, your connections to be rearranged, your mind to be at peace, and your purpose to become clear. My timing is not wrong. What has been delayed does not mean it has been lost. What has been silent does not mean it is dead. What I promised is still alive, still moving, and still drawing near. Stay close to me. Do not leave this flow, because the season you once prayed for is beginning to open in a way deeper than you ever imagined. This revelation comes not only to protect you, but also to prepare you for the things opening ahead. I am not only shielding you from what you have not yet seen, I am also equipping you with discernment, peace, and courage to walk through the coming season without being shaken. As the next days gradually unfold, you may notice signs that seem small but carry deep meaning, a conversation that comes at the right time, a dream that causes your heart to reflect, a meeting that appears coincidental, or a gentle reminder that appears in ordinary life. Do not quickly dismiss those things as mere coincidence. I often speak to you through stillness, gentle promptings, and wonders hidden within simplicity. It may be someone who carries a special sign in their name. It may be a friend, a challenge, or a messenger placed on your path. But remember this, I will not let you walk in darkness. My presence will guide you step by step, and my angels will surround you with a protection your eyes cannot yet fully see. Therefore, stop in this moment and let my peace settle deeply within you. Outside, there may be much noise, conflicting opinions, and disturbances that want to pull your mind away from steadiness. But my gentle voice will become the anchor that keeps you from drifting. You do not need to chase every call, answer every chaos, or prove yourself before things that do not come from the light. No dark scheme can overcome the one I have called mine. Remember that my protective power does not belong only to the distant past, that power is still alive in your life today. I have silenced dangers that seemed impossible to overcome before. And I can also silence the things that are trying to threaten your peace now. What rises against you may make noise, but it does not have the right to write the ending of your life. In the moments when your heart trembles, call upon me with simple trust. You do not need long words, nor do you need to find the perfect expression. As soon as you turn your heart toward me, you will recognize that I am near. I do not leave you in difficult seasons. I do not turn my face away when you are weak. And I do not abandon you in the midst of what makes you anxious. I am your refuge, the one who watches over you, the hand that lifts you when you think you no longer have enough strength to stand. Let that truth soak into every thought, so that fear is no longer allowed to rule in the place where my peace has come to dwell. Now, my beloved child, if this word touches your heart and you sense that a breakthrough is drawing near, respond with an act of faith in humility, not to seek attention, but to become a bridge through which hope can spread farther. There are others who are also waiting for a word of encouragement, other hearts that are weary in silent battles, other lives that need to be reminded that they have not been forgotten. When you help spread what carries life, you become my gentle messenger in a world that is thirsting for light. Continue walking in alertness. Keep your heart close to me, and believe that everything I allow you to recognize today is preparing you for a tomorrow that is steadier, clearer, and more full of grace.